So yeah, let's jump to templates because when we look here, you can obviously choose report types or templates. You can actually choose combine the two as well if you've got a particular report type that you want to combine with a template. Because report type is more about, okay, what sort of structure and compliance requirements do you want to include in that report? It's a bit similar to using like a prompt here, but it's like building your own specific version of how you want the output to be processed. That's report types. Where a template's a lot more to do with the formatting. Obviously, if you've used templates before, you understand that they're usually like a detailed document that has particular kind of table formatting. There's certain sections that you need to fill out. So we're able to keep the formatting of that original document, but to take your data and populate that template with it, something that most AI models really struggle to accomplish, but you can do within this platform. So as you can see here, I've got various templates that I've built, but you can also add your own to go to where all your templates are. Just go reporting, and we can go to my templates here. So we just select that. Now, first of all, just so I think to conceptualize it, I'm going to jump into a template just so you can understand how they look. So this is one I was working on with Oxfam before. So, okay, they have this template that needs to be filled out. You can see that it follows a very particular like table structure. So sometimes when someone's requesting information from you, a donor, for example, they want you to fill out this very particular structured template, which obviously can be very time consuming when you're kind of just trying to transfer your information over into this structure. But what we allow you to do here is to build what we call placeholders. So a placeholder is anything between double curly brackets like this. And each placeholder is essentially its own individual prompt. So if you have country or region covered by this report here, you can choose to basically input that information here by using this prompt. And so we can build these, like obviously these are simple ones like project title, etc. But where it becomes really powerful is when you fill out like question boxes like this, which are quite common in templates, where you can actually be a bit more detailed, and you can even put things like please limit the report to a maximum of 800 words to make it keep to a word limit that goes into boxes, because that seems to be quite common also when people are using templates that they specify like word limits for each section. So you see that this is a very detailed, extensive template. You can play around with these placeholders. So if you generate, if you basically upload your data and process it to populate this template, you can have a look at the output. And if there's anything that you kind of want to adjust, you can come back to your template and adjust the prompts and then regenerate, which this is extremely powerful for organizations, because you can think of the templates that you build as assets of your organization. Because if you have an annual report template, let's say, you can refine that template over the years and always be improving it, so that every time you then run with new fresh data to populate your old template, it's getting better every single time. So you can think of it as something that you can work on and curate as an organization over time. And once you're really happy with your template, it's then super easy to use. You can do it within a report project, but you can also just do it in the instant report generation here. You just would select a template, for example, the Oxfam template, and then you can upload data or choose knowledge bases to use as the data that then gets processed to populate that template. So just to jump back to that again, because you can, this is where you would just create a new template here. You create a new template. I'm just going to call it a new template. You can choose visibility. This is just about like within your organization. I'm just going to make this public and active. Next. And see, you end up with a blank slate initially. So that just gives you a bit of information on how this works. You end up with a blank slate initially, but you can import from a existing template. So I know that I have those Oxfam ones, so I can basically import those templates into this editor where I can then edit them and save them down, kind of like how you saw that one before. So this one's actually got like some parts already populated, stuff would need to be adjusted. So I'll need to mess around a bit with this template and put my placeholders in. But once that is done, then I end up with a template that's ready to go, like the one I showed you before. So let me just jump back to that one quickly. So yeah, you can mess around with some of these placeholders. I made a mistake there. So you can make some edits and then you can just save the template here. And you see that when you save, it lets you know all the different placeholders that you've created, and you can go back to any of those, make additional edits if you want to. But once you're happy, you can just save that template down, and then that's ready to use. Yeah, so that's templates.